Hey there, Tubanites. It's your friendly neighborhood Flash in the Pan. Today we are going to discuss the difference between Beretta 92 15 round magazines and Beretta 92 18 round magazines. As you saw in the last video, I picked up a Beretta 92 SB from Classic for a very reasonable price, and it came with one 15 round magazine, and that's kind of been the standard capacity for these guns the whole time that I'm aware of, and as you can see, that's a flush fit magazine. So when I bought some extra 18 rounders, I thought it would be more like a Glock situation. So if you're unfamiliar, most of you are, I'm sure, because Glock's a very popular firearm. Here's a Glock 19, all right, with a flush fit 15 round magazine. All right, flush fit. So it's right at the bottom of the grip there. Now, also, what really broke Glock out from a lot of other companies is the fact that the interchangeability of their magazines. So this is a Glock 17 magazine, as you can see, it holds 17 rounds, which also fits in a Glock 19, but as you can see, it sticks out past the mag well, past the grip, and so on and so forth. The 33 rounders, they come out to wherever it is out here. So when I bought the 18 rounder for the Beretta 92, I thought it would be a similar situation where when you put it in, it would stick out past, just like the Glock situation. But obviously, as you can see, it sticks out just as far as the 15 rounders. So then I started looking at it and I was like, wait a minute, what's this little indentation right there? And if you look on the back where the little 15 stop is, lines up perfectly with where those little indentations in. So this whole time I've been living a lie that we were limited to 15 rounds by Beretta, when in reality they could have been 18 the whole time, or 17, whichever is more reliable. So what I would like to do today is modify this magazine. Essentially, we're going to probably take my Dremel and just cut out this little notch on both sides and see if that will then let us load 18 rounds. Because as you can see, man, they're the same size. So I'm going to reposition the camera, and I don't know, maybe see if it's not too annoying for you to try and watch me do this. It's not rocket science. I'm just going to get a cutting wheel and perform a little surgery, clean off the rough edges so it doesn't catch on anything, and we'll see if we can load 18 rounds. Stick around. Alright, so I don't know how well this is going to show up, but this is about the best we're going to be able to do in this situation. So as you can see, I took the base plate off, and if you look down in there, you can see that those little indentations do indeed stop you from going any further than that. So hard part's going to be to cut all that out without getting into the little lips that keep your base plate on, but we're going to give it a shot. Stick around. So obviously this is kind of slow going, so I'm going to try and hopefully be able to time lapse all this so I can just kind of speed through all the detailed work that I'm trying to get done here. Stick around. Well, that's one side off anyway. We'll just skip this and I'll just do the next part without you watching and I'll show you the finished result. Alright, so I've got both sides cut out. I'm going to get some files, maybe some other deburring devices for the Dremel itself and clean up those edges, and I will probably even re-blue it just to save it from rusting. And then we'll check and see if we can load 18. Stick around. Alright, so I've got everything deburred. It's pretty smooth, feels good. Nothing should be catching on it. Just on the edges there where you can see the bare metal, I'm going to go ahead and re-blue that just in hopes of keeping it from rusting again. Follow the instructions on the bottle. Because it's such a small area, I'm just going to use a Q-tip and touch it to just get the edges that way, because it's a lot simpler. So usually you just let it sit for about a minute or so, and then you just rinse it off with water. So I'm just going to get all that covered up. And it works pretty quick. This stuff's pretty neat. If you go back, I don't actually remember if I did a video on that or not. Some of my old Tomahawk videos, when I was doing those, I used this to darken those blades after I took the paint off of them. I don't know if I did a video on that. I don't think I did. But anyways, I am going to maybe do a couple cycles of this to make sure that it's nice and well coated and it's not going to rust on us. And then we'll come back and we'll see if we can put 18 rounds in. Alright, so moment of truth. I've got 18 rounds laid in here. We're just going to see if they fit. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh, I don't think it's going to happen. Look here. Let's see. 16. That's going to be it. That is going to be it. We got one extra. Wonder if we play with that bottom piece a little bit. Hold on. Okay, I don't know how well this is going to show up, but if you look at our two followers, try and get these lined up there, you can see that the one that came on the 15 rounder sticks below. So I'm going to kind of line those up, mark a line, and cut off the excess and try and match this guy. This is out of our 18 rounder, this is out of our 15 rounder. So I'm going to cut that off, see if that'll help us get those last two in. Alright, so here's what's happening. I'm still able to only get, I cut off that, so it's a little more similar to this as far as the size is concerned. The thing that I think that's making the difference is two parts. One part is the 18 round magazine. Let me try and get these lined up-ish. So if you can see there on the bottom, the 18 round is very slightly longer than the 15 round. And this follower has more room built into the bottom for the spring to compress up inside, whereas this one is more flush fitting. So, at the very least, you're getting one extra round. That's a lot of work for one extra round. I'm not arguing that. What I'm wondering now, though, is if I go find this spring set and follower for an 18 rounder and put in this 15 rounder, if we could at least get 17 out of it. Just based off of that size difference. Like, maybe that size difference is enough to make up for that one extra round so we get 17 instead of 18. I don't know, it's something to try. So I'll look into getting another spring set, or, ooh, idea, hold on. Now we know for sure. So this is the original 15 rounder, obviously there's a cutout. What I did is I took the spring and follower from the 18 round and the base plate and put it on the 15 round mag, and I was able to get 17 in it. There's the extra 18th round. So if you do this modification and then get a spring and follower for the 18 round magazine, then you can convert these to 17 round. That is a bunch of weirdness to get to 2 extra rounds, but as I like to say, it's something fun to do on a Sunday afternoon like I am today, that still keeps your hands busy in the sport, and it gains you 2 extra rounds at the range. This is obviously something that opens your magazine up to more ingress of particulates to cause stoppages. So this would most likely only be used at the range, but this gun's more of a range toy anyway for me. Not that it can't be a go-to-war weapon, because obviously it has. But what I will do is I'll look around and see if I can't find a spring set and a follower for this magazine and get it down to a true 17 round magazine. I could probably force that 18th round. Let's see. No, I don't think it's going to take. So that's probably that height difference. That little bit of height difference makes the difference on that 18th round. But that's not too bad. 20 minutes of work for 2 extra rounds in a range magazine. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Stick around. We'll see if we can't chase around another follower and spring and convert this bad boy to a true 17. Thanks for watching. See you around.